We are live. You love to hear it. You love to hear it. Um, Welcome back, everybody. This is Kickback Anime Discussions, the chillest anime podcast on the platform. You know what we do. I don't even know what I'm saying. Are we live on the Twitch too?
Yeah, we should be.
All right. Yeah, I see it. I'm gonna do that again. Welcome back, everybody. This is your boy RTL Faith, and this is Kickback Anime Discussions, the chillest podcast on the platform on YouTube, Spotify, and all those other podcast platforms. In today's episode of Kickback Anime Discussions, we're going to be talking about My Hero Academia quirks, our top 5 most favorite, and our top 5 least favorite, top 5 worst, all that good stuff. And we are here with my co-host, first and foremost, the man running the stream in Squid.
Hey, it's me, number one My Hero Academia stan in the entire world.
Second to me.
Oh, how dare you?
I mean, I don't know. Jet kind of makes a lot of My Hero content.
I'll have you know I've made over 2 My Hero Academia videos.
I probably made like about 200. I'm just playing. But I feel like this is a good transition.
Yes, sir. Our special guest for this episode is Jet the Prophet.
What is popping, people? Is the styling, profiling, limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun. Woo!
Woo, indeed. Hope everybody's enjoying their 4th of July Independence Day. But as you guys can tell, you know, we're kind of tired here, but we're still ready to talk about My Hero Academia quirks. So to start off, what do you guys want to do? The worst? Do y'all want to interchange it? Do like worst quirk, best quirk, or like how do y'all want to do it?
Let's start off with 5 best and then 5 worst.
I'm throwing this out there. I say, you remember RTL when we did the Bleach thing, how we had like Yuwa was in his own bullshit tier?
Yeah, I didn't mention All for One or One for All. They're not on my list.
Okay, yeah, I was
Kinda
gonna say
cheating.
I'm ixnaying for sure All for One because I mean it's just hands down the best quirk.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I feel like so you guys didn't use those quirks either.
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't use All for One and I don't like One for All.
All right, sounds good. So yeah, we can do 5 our 5 favorite, 5 best quirks, and then we can do the 5 worst. Do y'all have it in order, or is it just like whatever?
No, I don't have it exactly in order.
Yeah,
Well,
I
my
didn't
top
either.
2 are probably in order.
Okay. All right. We'll start off with a special guest. What is the first quirk you want to talk about, Jet?
Well, all right. So, seeing that it's 4th of July, I'm gonna go ahead and start it off with a bang. And number 5 for me is gonna be Explosion. The quirk of my favorite character, Bakugo, one of my favorite quirks ever. I really like Explosion. It does pretty much, anything that everyone likes. It makes big booms, it makes small booms, it makes bright booms, it makes long booms somehow, makes shotgun booms. It's a very useful quirk. It allows him to fly, allows him to, stun people. It pretty much does everything. It really doesn't have many weaknesses besides temperature. He has to be sweaty, which is probably annoying to deal with, probably having to take 5 showers a day. Pretty much, it's pretty much it. Oh, and it's only limited to his hands, but other than that, it really doesn't have many weaknesses.
Well, the thing about Bakugo, he basically, I talked about this once in a video. He essentially has 2 quirks, right? Where one quirk is he produces nitroglycerin like sweat, and then the other one is he could just store up infinite nitroglycerin. Basically, he doesn't have to detonate it, so he can just. I mean, you can argue that he like has infinitely scaling power.
That is very true.
Yeah, I didn't include Bakugo's quirk, but I do really like it. You know, with the he can make huge explosions, and he can even use it to propel himself with speed and everything. Very useful quirk, very destructive. But for my quirks, like I think, I don't know. I feel like I feel like it's an honorable mention for me, but didn't make my list. I would like it. It reminds me a lot of y'all remember what's his name, the Crimson Alchemist from FMA Brotherhood.
Crimson out.
Roy?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Forget his name. The one who can do explosions with his alchemy.
Isn't that Roy?
No. The Crimson Alchemist, the one who's like
Kimberly.
Kimberly. There you go. Yeah, reminds me a lot about Kimberly and his destructive capability, and I can definitely see like a quirk like that going wrong. So that's probably why I didn't put it in my top 5 personally.
I actually put Bakugo's quirk in a video I made about the worst quirks to have.
Why say that?
Well, for one thing, it's a quirk that you like. If we're talking actual, downsides of it, explosions are horrible to be around. So anyone that was near Bakugo would have constant soft tissue. I mean, your eardrums would be ruptured. On top of that, I don't know this because I don't know if it's ever explained, but I wonder if there's like a limit to how much explosive force he can put out with his hand before his arm just like shatters. Because I know he has like enhanced strength because he's got a quirk, and I know, yeah, that's right, Antonio. I put Bakugo's quirk in both good and bad. Good because he makes explosives for free, but bad because setting off explosions in your own face is like a nightmare.
Well, he's immune to his explosions.
And on top of that, having someone, if you're working with Bakugo, having someone set off explosions right next to you is also a nightmare.
It's like, fuck, stop.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I can't hear. I literally can't hear anything now.
Oh, you know the person who probably doesn't want to be around him is probably Jiro.
Oh yeah, with her earphone quirk.
Yeah, weren't they on the same team during the joint training? Or how did that work out?
Were they on the same team? I don't remember.
Sure.
I know him. Actually, you might be right.
Jiro, Sero, and then probably some.
Who's the guy who has like can make like extra body parts on his weird arm things?
Shoji.
Yeah, if he had all ears, he would hate Bakugo. Just has like 10 ears to rupture.
Oh yeah, I mean, I do like he can like center focus his quirk as well and make it like a laser.
Yeah,
but even that
shot.
you can, even that you can see where it can go wrong. But it seems like a very hard quirk to manage, and it's a good thing that Bakugo is like a prodigy. So
yeah, I mean, isn't that the whole thing that shows? They say Bakugo doesn't have like the ultimate quirk, but he's just mastered it way faster than other people.
Yeah, like Mirio said, Mirio actually has a bad quirk.
Yeah,
which will be on my list.
I don't think Bakugo's quirk is bad. It's just scary.
Yeah, that's probably.
I think it's all right. So like with me, with some characters, my hero, some of them have like good quirks. They just use it in bad ways, and some characters have bad quirks, but use it like Mirio. If you think about it, actually, I can't talk about it. I know we'll talk about that later.
Like, yeah, that's why I like my heroes because like true mastery of your quirk is almost more beneficial than having an overpowered quirk to begin with.
Yeah,
he was able to keep up with everyone, just how like experienced he is, how well he uses it.
I mean, if you look at Gentle, he had a super bad quirk. His quirk sucked, but he wasn't a pushover. He was pretty good.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the next quirk, and I also think it's relevant to see how we would personally use these quirks because these are the quirks we think are the best. So Squid, you can go next. What's the first quirk for your best?
Kind of sort of similar to Bakugo. I picked Hellflame for Endeavor because, well, here's the thing, right? So I was gonna pick half and half, but which is Todoroki, but I don't even count that. Like, that's 2 quirks. I don't care if they call it 1. That's 2. He has just 2 quirks.
I'll say it's a compound.
I did pick it because of its, it is a cop out, but it's still, you still can make it. Like Endeavor was able to make that quirk.
Yeah, well, I mean, he combined two quirks. He got lucky, but you know what's funny is Endeavor was also on my video of quirks that would kill you, but it's because of how he uses it, not necessarily his quirk. But I mean, in terms of like, I can't think of too many scarier quirks to go up against than Hellflame.
Decay.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I mean, well, original Decay not as much. I mean, because like Endeavor has range, and old Shigaraki has to touch you.
True.
But yeah, no, Hellflame. I mean, it does very similar things to Bakugo, where like Endeavor can use it as propulsion, I believe. He can also. I don't think he can like genuinely fly. Actually, he kind of.
Pretty sure you can,
Yeah,
but not like
he can like
as
float,
graceful.
right? He can like kind of fly. He can't fly like very well. He's able to burn organic matter down to a cellular level in like a second, which means his flame is like insanely hot. I forget the temp. I calculated the exact temperature it would need to be to like instantly burn living tissue to carbon. I don't remember what it, but I mean, he's got like insanely hot fire. He can obviously control it really well because he has facial hair made out of it. I don't know. I just like. I mean, it's just in my opinion like a super solid fire quirk.
Yeah, I
It's the best
agree.
quirk
The
in
only
series.
downside is that like he gets
Yeah.
toasty.
Yeah, I mean that is a downside. Like he can't overheat his body. You know, that's the whole reason why Todoroki exists, because to combat that downfall, that detriment to his quirk.
We'll get to Todoroki and why that's actually a bad thing, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, I might as well like add on to it because we already talked about it. Like I had to add Todoroki's quirk because it literally combats itself. It with the weaknesses of the ice powers and the weaknesses of fire powers, they counteract each other to the point. Todoroki's quirk has no weaknesses,
Oh,
and
really?
no, it doesn't have weaknesses. Well, weaknesses to the person's body. Obviously, there's weaknesses in the terms of matchup differences,
I
but
would argue that Todoroki's quirk is incredibly dangerous to him and would probably kill him.
you think it would kill him
Because
because it's too powerful?
here's why. Here's what I was thinking, right? What happens when you rapidly heat up very cold air? It expands
Oh, you're
massively,
going that route.
right? So what
That's
happens?
what he does with his special move.
What happens if he breathes? If he's using ice, takes a deep breath, he's got his lungs full of cold air, then uses flame, heats it up, he just explodes from the inside out. Think about that. That's scary.
Yeah, but I feel like his body would be able to adjust to that, you know?
I mean,
Because
I don't know if it would be able to. That's why I'm not sure.
because like Endeavor's body temperature is able to deal with massive amounts of heat, but it's not able to deal with like a certain point of heat. So Todoroki's body should be able to withstand the rapid change of heat and cold.
Yeah, I will say that honestly, like even if he didn't have, if it was like it's a very powerful quirk combo because
Wait, are we still? I'm sorry, Denver. Are we still talking about Hellflame or half hot?
I mean, we're kind of talking about both, you know?
Okay.
but
Yeah.
heating things up and rapidly changing temperatures like that is pretty brutal to like almost anything. So that'd be like, I mean, he could destroy like any substance, right? Because if you rapidly heat and cool metal or stone or wood or anything, it basically just destroys it.
Yeah. I mean, it's another quirk just like Deku's where it's probably shouldn't be talked about because it's very hard to make and it's very powerful.
I have
Because
a
it's
question
technically
about
two
it.
quirks.
Is his fire at the same strength as Endeavor's, or does he have weaker fire?
No, I don't think not yet because he's
Yeah.
just not using
Because
it.
I remember a long time ago when the tournament arc happened, we saw him do that when he first like went all out with his fire against Deku.
Flash freeze heat wave.
We saw him do this crazy like fire thing that even Endeavor's like greatest feat so far still isn't as good as that. But I think it was just for artistic purposes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think just like what Jet said, I don't think Todoroki's flames hit at the same like heat that Endeavor's flames have reached. Not yet, anyway. I mean, he still has some mastery when it comes to his quirk. And another thing for Todoroki, I mean, I think this is his character personally, is that he doesn't have a lot of close combat techniques. And I don't know, Endeavor can like do close combat fighting. Todoroki hasn't shown that yet. So I don't know if that's a situation because of the quirk he uses or is just his personality. He doesn't want to be a close combat fighter.
I don't think Todoroki's has the body for it yet. I mean,
Yeah,
with
that's the thing.
Endeavor, you
Endeavor
see
is
how
like a
he adapts to
tank.
you?
Endeavor, you
Facts.
could take away
Endeavor's
Endeavor's
built like a
fire. I
linebacker.
still don't want to fight him, even
Yeah,
without
I
his
would.
fire.
Yeah,
Plus,
yeah,
I'll say Endeavor right now has more control of it because, like, I mean, this man used it. I mean, like with Baku, this man used it to walk on walls. He's able to propel himself in the air. He's able to condense it into strings, and he's able to like cut apart buildings.
Yeah, that is
He's able to
wild.
form it into spears. And then in the Vigilantes manga, he's able to create a tornado and clear out like a whole street, and he can control it and freaking dismiss it at will.
yeah. I would say that it would be much harder to master two quirks with Todoroki, hot and cold, because you have to master manipulation with ice and fire, and then you have to master how to use them together. So there's a lot more mastery compared to having one quirk and focusing on just fire, for sure.
It really seems like Todoroki, currently with his like level of quirk mastery, is more just about like a really big, powerful attack. I mean, he can do precise stuff with ice, but his ultimate move would basically just be like a lot of fire and a lot of ice.
Yeah. All right. I think that's the first one. We can go to the second quirk. I'll start it off this time. We'll go in like Separtine style. The next quirk I picked was Shinso's quirk, where he can, yeah, Shinso. That quirk, like he can, is it he can paralyze someone? I'm trying to remember exactly what his
He can
quirk did.
hypnotize people.
Hypnotize. Oh yeah, he can tell people what to do if they answer his question. Like
Wait, you're talking
that.
about my favorite character in the entire show? You're gonna steal that from me?
Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I had to talk about Shinsu's quirk here, bro. The dude, you answer this dude's question and you're hypnotized, bro. People were like, "Oh, that's a villain's quirk and whatnot," and that's why people hated him. Yeah. So what? Like especially if you're crafty, if you're smart, and you could use that in very strategic ways. And it's a quirk that I don't think it would take a lot of mastering to use like inherently compared to some of the physical quirks such as like explosion or hot and cold. It's just getting the craftiness, having to think of creative ideas how to use it more so than anything else. Yeah,
Well,
I like Shinso's quirk.
the bad thing about Shinzo's quirk is that he can never become famous because, like with eyes, well, once you know it, you can avoid it. I mean, if you know that all you have to do is answer his question, you just don't talk to the man. The
Yeah, but what
man,
if he says like, answer my question or you're gay, and then you have to
it's
legally?
like fuck.
I like
Fact.
his quirk. My favorite thing about his quirk, and then one of the reasons it's like in my top list, is because it's not like he can choose to activate it, because it would suck if every time someone answered his question they were hypnotized, but he chooses when it goes.
I'm
Yeah.
just wondering, I'm just wondering how long he has control of it. Because, like, imagine he like asks you a question a year from later. He's like, "All right, now do this." It's like, "Oh crap! I remember when I answered this question a while ago. I'm still under his control."
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm wondering. Yeah, that's a good question. Like, I think he probably he can put a time limit on, or that's something he masters for the time limit of when they're hypnotized.
He can
I
also
mean, if you're,
control multiple people.
yeah, and Shinso in the training arc, like they knew not to answer any of his questions, but he was able to outsmart them, and then they still ended up answering his question at the end of the day. You just got to be strategic of how you do it, and he would have to. He could be like a secret agent type, you know?
He would be like the ultimate trump card where it's like you only send him in when you really need, because I mean he just goes and bodies all for one, or he's like a low end hero where he only deals with like hostage situations or something.
God, yo, he would cook hostage situations, bro. He'd
He's
be
like, all right, do you want money? Yes or no? Yes. Get out now. All right. Turn
facts, bro.
yourself in.
Go to jail.
Go to jail, bro. And he could be a straight savage with it. Like if he's fighting someone,
He's
oh
like,
my goodness, he could save a lot of
you're like,
situations.
imagine he's fighting like, I don't know, Shigaraki. He's like, why you such a bitch, Shigaraki? Like, who the fuck you calling a bitch? You now turn yourself in. He's like, yes, sir.
Shigaraki, grab your own face.
He's like, no, I can't resist the urge.
Yeah, Antonio, we're not revealing any manga spoilers. Like I don't think I said any manga spoilers, right? Because
No.
I just
Yeah,
said
wait,
he
what was
used
it?
it.
What was a manga spoiler there?
I think he's talking about like there is a training arc that's coming up and he is in it. I think that's the spoiler, but I didn't say what he did with it. You
Yeah,
know?
he just exists.
Yeah. But yeah, Shinso's quirk. So Squid, you can go next.
Without a doubt, after All for One, the best quirk in My Hero is Overhaul, in my opinion.
Ooh, I like that.
Because
Oh yeah, I like
here's the
that one
general
too.
rule about like fiction powers. If you the big two, right? Like the big across all multiverses, whatever series, the big two is reality warping and matter manipulation. If you have one of those two powers, you're like absolute legend status. And the absolute only downside to Overhaul's quirk is that he has to touch something to do it. That is like literally the only bad thing about it.
It's a one-shot kill.
Yeah, or one shot revive, one shot fuse, one shot literally. I mean, I think
Actually,
about
now that I think about it, that's probably gonna be for me. That's gonna be my second because think about it. All right, imagine like he's fighting. All right, that dude's flying. Come here, Hawks. Fuse. Now he can fly. Now he has feathers that can, telepathically stab you in the back. And if you get too close to him, you're dead. If you get too far away from him, you get stabbed in the head with a feather. What do you do? He can just fuse with anyone. Like if that's probably why he probably works the best as a team leader because
he doesn't
say
actually need to fuse with someone with like a flying quirk to be able to fly either. Because he can manipulate matter, he can just give himself wings or a jetpack.
I feel like the thing with Overhaul's quirk though is it would be very hard to master. Probably more so like it's matter manipulation. Like that would be a very difficult quirk, not only to physically be able to use, but you have to be intelligent enough to know what to make in the right situations. So I feel like out of a lot of the quirks we're probably going to be talking about, that's probably, in my opinion, like the hardest one to master when it comes to using it properly or using it well.
Yeah, thankfully for Overhaul, like that quirk is much easier to master in the modern age where it's way easier to learn. Like just doing some googling about like what is matter, how it work.
and lucky for us, he has no hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he has no hands.
We're gonna reveal that Overhaul works off of his hands and tongue.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Like Muriel probably was the worst person for Overhaul. Muriel was legit the worst person for Overhaul to fight.
It's like fuck, I can't touch him.
I can't touch this dude, bro. Like,
I just imagine like walking down the street and you bump into Overhaul and he just like fuses you with a building for reality. Like you're not dead. He can just put you in there.
You're just a building.
Yeah, you're just a part of it. You're like no one can get you out. You're not dead, so people are just coming and feeding you soup every day to keep you alive. But you're just in a building.
It probably hurts a lot too, though. Like when Overhaul uses it on himself.
Yeah, I mean, imagine though the absolute convenience of being like, I sprained my ankle, and you're just like, no, I did not. I have a cavity. Nope, I don't actually have one. He could be the world's best. I mean, it's like a limitless quirk in terms of possibilities. He could be the best doctor in the world. You come to him and you're like, I have stage 1 million terminal cancer. And he's like, no.
Yeah. After he goes to school first, anyway.
I mean,
All right,
he's just like
boys.
I manipulated a certificate. I graduated.
If you think about it, he can just be the ultimate doctor. Oh, you have
Yeah,
cancer? Give him a slap on the ass cheek. Now it's gone.
Yeah.
exactly. The ultimate vet, the ultimate chef, the ultimate anything.
Yeah.
Ultimate freaking deconstruction. Or like, imagine you had to tear down a building. He just slaps it in the side of it and it's gone.
He just turns it into a new, much better building. So it's honestly, it's too bad he's a villain because he could do all kinds of cool shit.
Yeah. He had the worst personality because he was in a group. He wasn't even in a bad group.
Yeah, he was in like a cool Yakuza group, and they're like, dude, you're kind of like a piece of shit even for us.
He's like, yeah, we're just trying to get money. You just want to kill people.
I mean, what's scary is that, like, so if you think about Deku, like, Deku could punch you and, like, literally rip your body in half, and that's pretty scary. Overhaul could touch you and just turn you into nothing. Not kill you. He just, like, you don't exist at all anymore. You're just gone.
It's just a blood splatter.
Like, he doesn't even have to leave a blood splatter. Like, you're just gone. He could just make you disappear without any trace instantly. I love that quirk. I wish I had it.
Yeah. It's a really good quirk. All right, Jet, you're next.
All right, so my number 4 is gonna be kind of cheating. I'm gonna have Hellflame, Getten's quirk, and Todoroki. We already talked about Todoroki and Hellflame, but Getten's quirk, it allows him to control ice, not make it, but control it. But he can control the temperature of the water around him. So say he needs more ice, just freeze the air, makes it more ice. It's similar to Hellflame. It's just icy Hellflame. I would include Dobby on this list, but Dobby's kind of a side man who's caring about Dobby. Actually, why am I talking about Dobby? Let's forget about him. Yeah, Hellflame, half hot, half cold, and Getting's Ice Quirk for number
Yeah.
4.
Uh,
Just
that's-
basic elemental quirks.
Yeah, that's interesting too, because you can see the full extent of both, Hellflame with Endeavor and then Getting's quirk with the Ice quirk. If Todoroki is able to hit both levels, like easily, he'll be only second to Deku. Because Deku's quirk is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Second to
Shigaraki.
Deku. I was about to say, wait, what? Deku's second to
and
Shigaraki.
He'd be third.
Shigaraki is the current strongest being we've ever seen in My Hero by far.
Yeah.
Second All Point and All Might.
What did you just
Actually,
say?
I think he might surpass All Might.
Yeah, way back. He's so much stronger. This guy disintegrated like 20 city blocks in a second.
I don't know, because All Might, with a full power punch from All Might, I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
but
tough.
well, I guess this is getting into manga spoilers, but like Shigaraki be tough though. He took like that full power blast from Endeavor and was just like, haha, you suck.
Prominence Burn and Hell Spider combo. He's like, ooh,
He was like,
crazy.
ooh, spicy.
Yeah. I told you, the person who uses the Ice quirk, you'll meet him soon enough.
Or
is it
she.
I'm pretty sure it was a dude.
Yeah, it's not.
It's a dude.
Yeah, it's not.
He's just he's like an Inosuke. Like, he's a dude, but he's beautiful.
Women can't be strong.
Facts.
You know how much
Miriku is strong.
No.
Oh, Miracle.
She's a
Oh
woman.
my god.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about her right now.
All right. We'll go for your next quirk, Jet.
Oh, my number 3?
Yeah.
My number 3 is gonna be it's gonna be double the quirk of Twice. Now think about it. Name the most powerful character you in the My Hero. Shigaraki, Deku.
Twice.
Besides Twice.
Oh.
Son of a bitch.
Airy.
All Might.
Kaneki.
All right, All Might. All right, look. All Twice has to do, pull up that measuring stick, get the height measurement of All Might. 20 All Mights right there. Look, bam. Whatever he wants. He can make copies of himself, who makes more copies of himself, who makes copies of All Might.
Makes copies of
This man
Dobby.
can just... Dobby's a side man. No one talks about Dobby.
Yeah, but aren't his copies made of like mud or something gross?
Well, at first they are, but during the this is kind of manga spoilers, but just know Twice is kind of broken.
Yeah, Twice.
Broken in the head.
Twice.
Nah,
Yeah,
it's
but
not
yeah,
that
that's a
funny.
good point, because like Twice's quirk messed him up in the head. So there's huge problems with that quirk.
Poor guy.
Because you lose like your sense of self using that quirk way too much.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see how it can be very useful, but also very problematic at the same time, especially once all your doppelgangers start turning on each other for some disagreement about something. So yeah, very powerful though.
All right.
like
What
it,
is
dude.
who else wants to knock out a number 2 or number 3?
Squid.
I'm going. You know, it's funny that I was really like hating on the women characters because my next character is a woman, and that's 13 with Black Hole.
Okay, okay.
And
Is 13 a woman?
yeah,
I think so.
I had no idea.
but like, what a horrifying quirk, dude! Like, not even light can escape the suck power. Anything that's sucked in gets turned to dust. It's sort of like
Sounds
Shigaraki
like
if
my last, but sounds like my ex.
exactly, dude. That was inspiration. The author of MHA was smashing on the DL.
Yeah, I saw that. I was thinking about talking about that quirk. And I thought you were gonna say Uraraka just now.
Absolutely not. The
Gravity
thing
manipulation
about
still pretty cool.
yeah, but she doesn't have gravity manipulation though, in like the cool way. But 13 has like 13's basically sort of like Shigaraki, but if Shigaraki was like spec'd into being a vacuum. Which, I mean, that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
13 can suck everything.
Yeah, and immediately just turn it to dust.
Wait, doesn't it have a limit to like how much its black hole can suck into everything?
No, I think she limits herself with her suit because
Yeah.
like she only uses her finger. No, she was
No, I
used
think
like
I think it comes out of her fingertips, but she's also like a coward, and she's like, "Oh, I don't want to suck anyone up.
I just want to clear debris.
I just want to suck a
Oh,
building that fell over."
Yo, 13 can solve all dumpsters and like all
Exactly,
landfills.
dude. Just
facts.
have her sitting at the dump all day. What a selfish kid here. She's like going to rescue people in rubble. She won't rescue the planet from global warming.
From
Yeah,
us,
she can like suck in all the nuclear waste and just take it out, take it away from the world.
it's
So
a lot of
she's like,
traveling though.
I mean, no, she sits in one place and the world just converges their garbage to her. We
And
have
she
one
Yeah.
wait,
mega
if you
dump.
think about it, she could probably destroy the planet.
Yeah, I'm sure given enough time, she could destroy pretty much anything.
Yeah.
I
Well,
wonder what happens if she just points. If she goes outside and just points like straight up. Does she just start sucking in like the atmosphere itself?
if she could suck the oxygen out of like a room, that would also like be. She could use it in a lot of different ways
I
depending
don't
on how
know
much.
if she can control like. I don't think she can point and be like, "I want to suck us." I think it's just like everything in that direction is coming over here. So
I
it's
can see
like
that.
she would
Pretty
suck the oxygen out of the room, but she'd also suck the room out of the room.
Well, remember during the exam, she was up against Aoyama and Uraka. She just had her finger out, and they end up letting go. She's like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, because she's a coward. If I was that teacher, I would have been like, "Well, you're gonna learn today,
Oh shit!
kids.
Killed them both
Yeah,
there.
you're gonna learn."
Oh my goodness. All right. Next quirk. Um, I think this is a good one. The best. We've talked about elements a lot, right?
Yep.
I still stand by the best element to have in an anime
If you say
is
lightning, I'm raging.
lightning,
Okay.
lightning based ability, bro. It's just so cool, bro. Kaminari's quirk. Yeah, I mean he can't use it to its full fruition, but like electricity, lightning based abilities, bro. You can do a lot of stuff with it. You can. I mean, I could see a situation where he's able to move at the speed of like a lightning or electricity. He can use it for close range, long range. You can use it like static shock with magnetism, bro. A lot of things Kaminari can do. He just doesn't do it.
Now that you mentioned that, I actually a couple weeks ago I actually made a video about a Godspeed Kaminari and how he can control his electricity. I just put the thumbnail like the artwork in there in the chat. But yeah, Kaminari, if you really think about it, he can be kind of broken if he learned to actually use his electricity. I mean, look, this man, he can amp himself to move fast. He can probably stick to walls with like electromagnetic pulses. He can probably create a railgun if he wanted to. He can like if he learned to control his electricity, he could probably like deflect bullets and stuff.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Like he's just so underutilized. Painful.
It's sad to think about because like most like name one lightning user that isn't powerful in their universe.
Killua.
Disrespectful.
You just
True.
disrespect Killua.
He couldn't even kill the weakest of the royal guard.
Bro, Gon only killed a royal guard because he cheated.
He's hacks.
Yeah, well, he still did it.
But he almost died after it, and Kilo saved him.
Yeah, but Killua didn't save him by electrocuting him.
All right. We want. Let's count Kilo out. Name a bad. Name a weak electric user. Luck, powerful. Sinbad, a god. Anel, a god.
Hey, Sinbad's not a god
Roxas.
because of his electric. He has like every power.
Well,
Yeah, but he's a dope lightning user still.
I can't even think of any lightning users off the top
Like
of my head.
imagine if Kaminari got a hold of his quirk. You know how top 5 hero right there.
Exactly.
He like electrocutes himself and he's like, I'm so stupid.
Yeah, I hate that. Like, why don't you have like, why aren't you born with something in your
Why don't you
brain
just
to
put a
protect
finger in
you
your
from getting?
plug?
I don't know. He can put some metal in his brain. Doesn't get electrocuted no more.
Put some copper.
That'd make it worse. He gets electrocuted more now.
All right. I went, so I'll go again. Next quirk is Neto's quirk.
Who? Wait,
Neto. He's the person. If he touches you, he can copy your quirk.
Oh, the student.
Oh,
yeah.
Budget all for one.
Bro could like.
Fair. He didn't. He said we're excluding all for one and one for all. So that's like the second best thing. I would say Sugar Rush the second best thing to one for all, but you know Sato's kind of a side man.
Yeah, I mean Neto has one. Like it's crazy because you have such an OP quirk. Like you give it to Neto, who's probably he's an idiot for one, and he's super cocky for two. So it's just like not. It just doesn't work with him at all.
I'm pretty sure in the manga he can like hold 4 quirks at once.
Did that? I know he used it, and he's able to use it better in the training arc.
Yeah,
I know he was up against Deku's team, but then Deku beat it. Yeah, Neto. Even if he like trained, even if you just used it more intelligently, he would easily be one of the stronger characters in UA. Like it's a quirk that you would have to touch the person first and foremost. Like you're pretty much defenseless until you touch someone. And I don't know, does it specify how long he has the quirk in storage for?
I think 10 minutes. But oh no, the way I can see it, imagine if he gets like samples from every character, because I'm pretty sure he has to touch them in some way capacity. Imagine if he has like
Yeah, he has to touch him with his hands, like Overhaul.
Imagine if he has like Endeavor. Imagine if he has like a booklet. It has like Endeavor's hair and like one page touches it. He has flame powers now. I'm pretty sure they don't have to be alive. Pretty sure you can just touch like any
That's really
part
creepy.
that has.
Yeah, but you gotta do what you gotta do, you know?
You gotta do
I
what
have
you
a
gotta
chunk. I have Endeavor's finger. I like to touch it.
And now he can use Hellflame. I could see the detriments with the quirk because you still have the weaknesses of the quirks you're using. But if you're a mad lad, you'll be able to deal with it.
Here's my question. For quirks like that the person is sort of evolved to withstand their own quirk, like because he wasn't born with like flame resistance, so if he whips out Hellfire, is he just gonna kill himself instantly?
I'm pretty sure.
I feel like he gains the physical properties of the person too. For that moment too.
That'd be overpowered as
Oh
hell.
yeah, because remember when he copied Bakugo, he used explosion, and Bakugo doesn't receive recoil from his explosion. When Monoma used it, he didn't receive any recoil from the explosions he created.
Yeah, I'm curious to see like What if Neto is the person to defeat Shigaraki? Like he comes, touches Shigaraki, and ends the fight.
It's like, haha, now I have all your power.
Yeah.
You know what
Best
he's gonna do is he's gonna be like, guys, I'll end this. He's gonna go and touch Shigaraki and just disappear, just turn to dust.
Bro, I know he touched Deku and he wasn't able to copy Deku's quirk though, so I don't know. It might not work on Shigaraki either.
Yeah, well, I think One for All is like
One for All is a compound.
unreplicatable.
Yeah.
One for All is a compound quirk, so he only copied the stockpiling power of it.
I guess Deku's a pretty strong electricity user.
I don't think he's actually using electricity.
I don't count that. I feel like that's just aesthetic.
That's gonna be his bullshit power up against Shigaraki is gonna be some weird electricity shit.
Jesus. All right, let's move on to the next one. Squid.
Okay. Hear me out, right? Koji.
Koji Koda.
Yeah.
Is that the one who can talk to animals?
Yes. His only weakness is that he's afraid of bugs. But picture this, right? He gets over that fear of bugs, and he's like, I want to take over a country. And he's like, okay, let me go get every mosquito that has malaria, and I'm gonna send them out.
All right, I'm gonna stop you right there, bro. Do you really want to be known as the hero who sent a flock of pigeons to attack a dude who can summon fire?
Yes.
Bro, for real. Like, Endeavor's toasting all of them, bro.
Yeah, but what you do is you're like, okay, send the pigeons, then you send a little scorpion to go sting Endeavor in the butt.
How are you gonna get the scorpion up there on the pigeon?
No, dude, you send the scorpion ahead of time. You use the pigeons to lure Endeavor to the scorpion.
You have to be very strategic, that's for sure.
Yeah, well,
he
is the smartest character in anime, so it's possible.
You're gonna be seen as an asshole. It's an animal fight for you.
Yeah, facts.
No, dude, what's gonna happen is you're gonna fight you're gonna fight him. You're gonna send like a puppy after him. He's gonna kill the puppy. No one likes him anymore. Everyone kills Endeavor now.
Bro, Pete is coming to come.
You summon
for you,
John
bro.
Wick.
Summon John Wick. Oh god,
bro, legit. Like Koji's quirk is only for like reconnaissance, bro. You will not be able to use his against legit almost anybody, even in his own class. His quirk is pretty much useless.
I disagree. I think that if you
can he use it on Sue?
You said what?
Can he use it on Sue?
Oh yeah, because she's a frog girl.
Or what about Nezu? Imagine if he uses on Nezu, who has like the highest IQ in the whole series.
Humans are animals.
He's not a human. He's a hamster.
Yeah,
no.
Quirk.
Here's the thing, right? It's like, imagine you think, right? Like, you're like, oh, Deku versus him, he gets like bodied. But think about Deku trying to deal with like an entire zoo's worth of animals at once. And he's like, I love animals. I can't hit them. And then they just kill him. They tear him apart.
He'd be a bad villain, that's for sure.
Yeah, he'd be funny as a villain. He should be like the bug villain. I hope he turns into a bug villain.
Koji will become relevant at that point. Oh,
he's just a sideman now.
Facts. All right, Jet, what's your next quirk?
All right, I just want to throw this out as honorable mention to K. Just saying, if you can't fly, you're fucked. But overhauls are probably better to K, since all Decay can do is, break shit.
But Decay is
scarier.
Decay has a wider area of effect.
Once it gets awakened or whatever, Decay is horrifying.
All right, so my actual number 2, these are kind of flip-flopping around like as we speak. But even then, like after this video, I'm gonna think about, oh, this should be number 1. But I'm gonna put for number 2 as the My Hero Academia Vigilantes quirk known as Overclock. Do you guys know what that is?
Overclock?
No.
All right, so luckily I have the Boku no Hero Academia.com fandom.com/wiki/overclock. The description says overclock seemingly allows the user to accelerate to extreme speeds to the point that it looks like nothing is moving. So it looks like, when you're using it, nothing's moving to you. But however, according to Knuckle Duster, the true ability is that it stimulates the brain, speeding up the user's perception and thoughts relative to everything else, allows them to move at a much faster speed than others. And also like to throw out that allows you to perceive things faster. So there's a time when the current overclock user is using it during an interview and he's processing everything so fast that he's actually able to kind of predict the future of what they're gonna say.
That seems like a pretty interesting quirk.
He sounds pretty cool.
And he has a I can't say it. He has a super move called Instant 8. He's able to deliver 8 punches at like once.
Mm. It's like he's a better version of Ida.
So like every
Yeah.
anime character.
Yeah, super speed, bro. Like he's Saitama.
And he also has
Flash.
also with it he has a healing factor. So like he's able to like manipulate the cells in his body to heal himself faster.
Yeah, he's literally the Flash.
Facts.
Literally. Yo, yeah, I would love a ability like that for sure. Like Superman is cool, but I honestly rather be the Flash.
He sounds like one of those aliens from Ben 10.
Accelerate. So Accelerate loses every battle that it's in.
Facts.
Is that the weird one that's like time is relative for them or some shit?
No, that's the clock one. Accelerate's a really fast one from
The
the
clock
original
one's
series.
the one I was talking about.
Oh yeah. He's basically like that.
Interesting.
He can't stop time, but he moves so fast that time is stopped for him.
Yeah, that's what they do. It's like time relative to them is way different. So
I don't know, like
they're super
a person
fast.
like that. I could easily see being like a top 3 hero. Like he would be able to do what Hawks does better.
That's facts. The only bad thing about it is that it seals off the oxygen of the user if they don't have any in their brain. It's like if you're not breathing right, then you can kill yourself using it.
Yeah, I can see that. Breathing
It's
exercises every day. For sure. All right. So what's your final quirk, Jet?
And my final quirk is one I've always loved this quirk. It's gonna be creation by Momo.
No!
What?
You steal my quirk?
All right, both our quirks, both creations number one for us. Now, if you think about it, yeah, Momo's a human 3D printer. She can do actually if we think about it, she can probably replace a lot of people in the class. I mean, she can probably make her own fire, her own ice, or water probably. She can create her own electricity. She can create a gun that just kills people. And she can create like she made a tracking device. Like, how do you do that? How? Explain it to me.
You have to be like ridiculously smart to be.
Well, no, you
to have-
actually, because the internet exists, you can learn about the molecular structure of like anything in 5 seconds. So,
but you can't just remember it in 5 seconds.
if you have your big brain, you can.
Yeah, you have to be ridiculously smart.
Yeah, and we're all big, huge brains here, so we could do it.
Oh, what were you saying? Are you gonna? What were you saying now, Jet?
Oh, that's basically it. Like, Quirk's kind of.
She also can create liquids. Because we see her make a lighter, which means she had to make lighter fluid, right? So she can create solids and liquids.
Yeah, but
Now-
she can't. Like, she doesn't have like an infinite supply because her body just doesn't have an infinite supply.
She can make her own food.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Which-
What if she just keeps making herself food?
She has to eat though. She has to eat it first, and then make more stuff.
I have a question. If Momo makes a cake and everyone eats it, are they considered cannibals?
Yes.
No.
Well, wait, no. She makes a cake like normally, no. But if she pulls one out of her,
She uses it from her body.
she pulls one out of her titties, yeah.
Titty cake. Facts. Let's go.
Man,
Bro.
he stole. I was gonna do creation. I was so
I can hear
excited.
steam coming out of you guys' head. It's a question that's
No,
been
you're
bugging me
you're
for a while.
100% a cannibal. You're eating human cake.
Bro, I can see Momo's quirk being like very useful in almost every situation. Like literally, you don't have to have a hero, and that quirk can literally be save you in every situation. Could be like your rise to fame just using that quirk. Like that quirk is multi-purpose. It's
Oh,
not.
and also in Momo, she lacks physical capabilities. What if she just made an Iron Man suit?
True.
She would have to look up Tony Stark's guide on how to make an Iron Man suit and then makes it.
Or what if she just made like what am I saying? Like like an EMP kind of like a quirk EMP.
Yeah, make an atomic bomb.
Yeah, I mean that's like the thing is she's not limited to size, or she's not that limited to like small things either. She could just whip out an
Yeah.
atomic bomb.
She would have to have enough lipids in her body to do it though.
Yeah, I mean what she needs to do is like, have you guys ever seen how they make foie gras? It's
No.
where you take a hose and you take a goose and you stuff a hose down its throat into its stomach and you just keep pumping it full of fat basically until it dies like 6 months later. She just needs to have that. She needs to have like a big
Damn.
backpack of pure fat on her back with a hose going directly to her stomach. And she's just constantly having a pumping of fat.
That sounds so disturbing. Like
Hey,
for real.
I don't want to imagine Momo with fat being pumped into her.
well,
Yeah, that sounds really nasty.
that's her peak
Alright.
quirk, so
Bro, all right. So the last quirk, my quirk, the last one I picked is Aizawa's quirk.
no! I'm leaving, dude. What? Stop.
Bro, yeah, Aizawa's quirk is I mean, it's you would have to you could use it like just normally, but like even if you're a villain, it's either if you're a hero or a villain, you have the quirk to literally fuck up anybody. Unless their physical capabilities are so ridiculous that you just can't stop them, i.e. what's going on in the manga or like All Might.
Well, also, it doesn't work on mutation quirks.
Wait, what do you mean?
So, like, if
Like
your quirk is like a
you're
body
human frog.
part, like, yeah, he couldn't make Suyu not a frog. Or that one girl not a gross alien.
or that one girl that not invisible. It'd be cool, but if he could just turn her like, all right, you need to stop being invisible, and then uses a quirk on
Yeah, and he's just like, oh, you're naked. Ugh.
Let me turn this off.
her. Facts.
I mean,
But yeah,
I question. I've gotten a debate about with Antonio about this guy because realistically, he could just have like a gun. He could just erase your quirk and shoot you with a gun. But my question is, so specifically, we're bringing up Vlad King, I think is his name, and
Yep.
my question is, like, let's say someone has a projectile quirk, right, where they throw like in this case a spear made out of blood at you, and they harden the blood into a spear, throw it at you. You erase their quirk, but that doesn't necessarily erase the thing they've already created. So, like, you still have a horrible spear of blood coming at you.
yeah, to use that quirk properly, like to its fullest extent. You yourself would have to be a ridiculously good fighter. Like you would have to learn martial arts by yourself. You have to learn weaponry. You would have to be like a master in like different weapons. Like you would have to do a lot personally and then add that quirk onto what you're able to do already. And bro, you'd be the ultimate Batman.
I think he's just like the ultimate combo character.
I think it's the ultimate FU to fun times.
Facts.
It's really fitting that he's a teacher because he's just a piece of shit.
It's like Bakugo and like Todoroki are just over here, blowing things up, and he's like, "Stop it now!" Looks at him, he's like, "What the fuck?"
Here's my
Facts.
question: what happens if like, Rocket? What if she's like she does her gravity thing, she floats up, and then he erases it, and he's like, "Bye." She just falls down like 1,000 feet. She can't do anything.
Another facts. Yeah, it's crazy, and especially if you don't know about his quirk. Like if you came into a fight fighting this guy and you go full out, you're about to do something, and he erases your quirk, pulls out a gun, shoots you in your head, it's done. Like you lose. Fight over.
He's the biggest FU to fun time in My Hero.
Fact. But yeah, I think these are all the five. These are the five best quirks from us three. So we could definitely go to the five worst quirks in My Hero Academia. Depending on what we think, of course. Squid, you can start it off. What's your number one? What's one of your
Blood
worst
curdle.
quirks?
Stain
was mine.
squirt, blood curdle. Just awful. I mean, imagine being Stain and having every STI on the planet but never having sex. What an idiot.
I'm sure his body like makes him resistant to all blood-based diseases.
That is not the case. I looked it up. I've confirmed it before. He is not immune to AIDS.
Damn.
Plus, it's yucky.
Imagine like, all right, we're about to fight Stain. His quirk is to take blood. All right, who has AIDS? You go.
So he
But it
might
won't-
he might win the
won't
battle,
kill
but will win the
automatic.
war.
Oh,
He's like,
bro.
you might win this battle, but you lost to war.
Facts. That is facts. Oh,
It's
my
like
goodness.
you can no longer move in on any girls because you have AIDS.
Well, yeah, too. Plus, once you give him AIDS, then he's more susceptible to every other sickness. Then it gets easier.
Yeah. Like like Stain is only capable because he's so like capable. He's very strong, probably master when it comes to weaponry, martial arts, and whatnot. But his quirk, yeah, his quirk is not ideal.
Well, first
By
he needs equipment to do so. Second of all, his quirk is also like dependent on your blood type. So imagine if you had a blood type that only paralyzed you 10 seconds. Now he's fucked. Now he
Oh
has to live
yeah.
more. And third, anyone in Kirishima is the biggest FU to Stain.
No facts. You can't cut him.
I just imagine Stain like
sword broke.
gets unlucky and goes up against the guy who doesn't seem like he has a quirk, but his quirk is actually just that his blood is poison.
Oh fuck.
Then it's just
They're like, well,
oh.
both can't use our quirks.
I mean, I guess Stain
yeah.
has something he could stab you, but I don't know. It's not a quirk I would want personally. I think it sucks.
Yeah. Facts. Like, how would you would think for your entire life basically that you don't have a quirk because how many opportunities do you have to lick someone else's blood?
That's
like,
yo. I was about to bring that up. I'm making a video about that. Like, how the fuck did Stain figure out he had a quirk? Like, what right mind do you just go like, it's someone else's blood? Let me.
I wonder if he did it to himself by accident.
That would be hilarious.
He's like, oh, I heard saliva can. Well, he's got like a real gross long tongue, so he's like, surely it has to be something tongue related. So he probably just started licking. He just started licking everything and was like, surely something's gonna happen eventually.
Imagine if he's like, this long tongue. Maybe I have to lick something. He's like, let me try blood. Doesn't work. He's like, huh. And it just turns out he can just make any girl orgasm with his tongue. Actually, I think I'd rather have that quirk over blood curdle, to be honest.
Yeah, blood curdle's like gross. And he's like a gross guy. He's just a gross character. Stain's gross.
Facts. All right, let's go to the next quirk. Jet.
Oh, blood curdle's my number 5.
Okay, I'll go for the next one. The quirk I'm going to talk about here is Moonfish's quirk. That thing is disgusting.
Exactly. There's not even a fish on the moon. Are you talking about blade teeth?
Yeah, blade teeth.
I don't think I'd like to have that quirk.
Me neither.
I'd rather be quirkless.
It's weird. Bro. It's like it doesn't make it. I mean, it's not even just that he has a gross tooth quirk, but it's like, why do they have to put him in this horrible like BDSM gimp outfit? Also, I hate that guy. I hate him so much.
You know how most people's quirks activate on accident?
Yeah, Isn't that his whole backstory? Is that he was just like killing everyone?
Imagine if he was like, imagine he went to sleep, all of a sudden he woke up with teeth marks, like his teeth growing through his jaw.
Yeah, blades going through. Imagine the first time he figured out his quirk was on kindergarten picture day. He said cheese, and then everybody died in the school.
That'd be sick. I'm just imagining he goes to sleep and like wakes up and he's impaled his upstairs neighbor.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I would hate to have that quirk. And I'm betting like it to me it would seem like that BDSM guy is actually feeling a lot of pain every time those things come out of his mouth. I
Oh
have a
yeah, I'm sure
feeling
it
that
feels like getting like a tooth broken off.
yeah.
I'm just saying, one punch to his mouth, loses all of his teeth. He's quirkless.
Yeah.
Yeah, his quirks.
Then he's just like a weird, gross guy in a straitjacket.
Facts. All right, next we'll go Jet.
All right, next is gonna be naval laser. First of all, he needs equipment for it to even work properly, because it just like he just has all this light in his stomach that like fucks it up, and he needs the belt to actually control it. Second of all, he can only use it for a second. The beams aren't that powerful. He uses it for too long, he gets a stomach ache. I don't really see any upsides with it.
I mean, it's
He
strong
can
enough
fly.
to do like damage to rock, but it's really not a very good quirk.
They could do that with a flick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Deku can't do like a cool disco ball.
Facts. The ultimate the ultimate party man
I mean,
right
yeah, he
there.
literally is just like the ultimate party quirk.
Bro. Like yeah, this quirk has like no he probably could be like in construction work, nah, or like yeah, construction worker or something. You know, bounces himself up to somewhere super high using his naval laser.
Yeah, it sucks. I have been on record before saying that like a bad stomach ache is probably the worst thing a human being can go through. As
He just can't
someone,
move.
yeah, as someone who's been stabbed and like shot, there's nothing worse than a bad stomach ache in the world. I mean, you have a bad stomach ache for like an hour and you're like, man, I think I just might die. I think I might just end it. Like, I would hate this quirk. I'd kill myself within a year of being alive.
Bro, I mean, if we find out that there's like another evolution to this quirk where he could do more things with his laser, then it could get some points. But
I
right
hope his
now,
evolution is just he doesn't get a stomach ache anymore.
You break his belt, he's quirkless. And he's just dealt with bad stomach ache.
Yeah, what happens if
yeah,
he doesn't have his belt? Does he just like shoot out
He
unfocused
can't
light or what?
no, he can't shoot it at all.
What an idiot.
yeah, that quirk sucks. All
Another
right,
character, it's like, how did he even know he had a quirk? Did someone give him this belt and he was just like, oh,
And he's
shoot?
like, He's like, he has a stomach ache. Let's put this belt that also allows him to shoot lasers. What if
I
that
bet I can
helps? What
shoot
if
a
it didn't
laser.
work? What if his quirk just have bad stomach aches?
it facts, bro.
His quirk
All
is
right,
just massive diarrheas, explosive diarrheas.
that'll be better than the naval laser.
No, I mean, that is. No, what? At least he gets like a laser light show along with his stomach aches.
Oh Jesus, Squid, go next.
I'm gonna go with. I don't. I think he's the main character of the Vigilantes manga. Koichi, I think is his name. The crawler guy.
No, hey, slide and glide is
He's
good.
his power is that he can slide as long as what? It's like three of his limbs are touching the ground. He slides at like the same speed as a bicycle. What an
All right,
idiot!
hold on. All right, hold on. So in the Vigilantes manga, he's actually able. It's all right. As a kid, he was able to like fly, but his mom told him to stop. So he just like forgot how to like fly, and then he ended up remembering how to fly.
How does he
And then he's
fly?
able to use it. He's I forgot like the technical name for it, but he can shoot out bullets with his quirk too, like air
Oh,
Well, I haven't read as far as I've read in the Vigilantes manga so far. He's just sliding around at a pretty slow speed,
Oh yeah, it sucks at first.
and people are actively calling him like gross and weird when he slides by.
yeah. Seems like that's a quirk that probably I don't know. Well, you would probably need more information because I don't really know anything about the quirk itself.
At least as it is when we're first introduced to it, it's awful. He can be like a very inconvenient bike. A bike is just better.
Yeah. All right. The next quirk we're gonna be talking about, I think is my turn here. Uh, who's this person? I forget. Oh, Hagekure.
Agakura? Hagakure?
Hagekure's quirk. That person.
Invisible girl.
Invisible girl, bro. What? Like you come out the room and just invisible. And that's it.
Imagine not knowing your face looks like for your whole life. Or imagine if like she fell asleep one day and woke up invisible.
Yeah,
Bro.
imagine if she's like the hottest girl to ever live too.
Yeah, like you'd never get married or get a boyfriend/girlfriend.
What do you
Because they don't know what
mean? Date a blind guy. What? Everyone's invisible to a blind guy.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work. I'm trying to figure it out. She doesn't even know where her body parts are.
She definitely. Okay, are you if you close your eyes right now, are you just like, dude, where's my body? Where did it go? You know where your body is if you can't see.
The proper body parts.
I mean, she might like. I picture her not being able to do things where, like, if she was doing like woodworking on a lathe, she might accidentally like shove her fingers in it because she can't see how close they are. Or maybe she can see herself and just we can't.
I could see a situation where where you accidentally die because no one knows you're there, and they accidentally do something in your area, and you die.
Yeah, it's really dumb that she doesn't wear. She needs to wear like a full body skin tight suit so that way you can actually see the full outline of a person instead of just like a floating tank top.
Yeah, if you're like people say that, oh, you can just be the ultimate like Renaissance, like
Assassin or something like that.
yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Well, she
you would
has
have to
like
pick up all
some
your
sort of power with like the refraction of light, doesn't she?
Yeah, she can reflect light.
She can like blind people. So I mean, I guess there's that.
bro. Yeah,
It's like not even necessarily that it's a horrible quirk. It's just like I don't want this. Imagine.
I don't
want
wanna
to
wait.
How? Okay, Jet. Let me ask you something.
All right.
How do you think she's able to like groom herself normally if she can't see herself?
She probably just doesn't.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
does she just have like a she's just disgusting? Maybe she's just gross.
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
just
what
waiting
is she gonna be brushing?
I'm just waiting
Yeah.
for the episode that paint just falls over and we can see what she actually like her structure of her face looks like.
There's gonna be something where like someone that's like her final arc is just she loses her quirk and she's happier than she's ever been.
I can see like Aerie helping her in some way with their quirk.
Yeah, did she come out invisible or did she turn invisible over? Like, did she slowly start fading over time, becoming lower opacity?
Quirk opacity.
God, that would suck. Can you imagine having a kid and like 2 years in, it just starts fading slowly?
No, imagine having a kid and then the kid comes out the womb and there's nothing there. It's like, where's my kid? And the doctor has it's right here. It's like, nah.
To be
right
fair,
here.
it would be covered in like blood and liquid.
There'd just be a cord coming out and just floating. It was like, what the fuck?
What the hell? What is that thing?
I wouldn't be surprised if when she got born,
into this world.
She just like the doctor missed her and she just fell straight onto the ground when she was born.
Bro, it's just so it's just such an inconvenient quirk. Like, imagine her. Yeah, bro. She could be walking down the street and then she wears like it'd be nighttime walking down the street and then she just gets ran over.
Yeah, she goes to I mean, she could literally be on a crosswalk and some guy's just like, "All right, man, I'm just driving." He just blood explosion when he hits her.
Like she has to go out of her way to be visible.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. She needs to wear like a bright neon green bodysuit. But she doesn't do that because she's stupid. Imagine, too, her trying to be sneaky in a fight, and, like, what's going to happen is she's going to be fighting along with, like, Bakugo and all those people, and she's going to be like, all right, I'm going to sneak around. Bakugo's accidentally just going to let off an explosion, like, right in her face because he doesn't know where she is.
Exactly. Like, it's not even convenient for your allies. Like, they don't know where you are either.
Todoroki almost froze her during the USJ.
Yeah, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if she just dies by accident.
All right. Yeah, that's just not a convenient quirk. Moving on. Who's next? Was it Jet? Jet, you're next.
Wait, what number is this?
4?
Is it 4? Oh no, it's 3. I
Number
said,
1.
all right, number 3, permeation. Now, permeation is only good with Mirio just because of how hard he had to fucking train. If you gave this quirk to anyone else, they would fall to the center of the earth and die.
Yeah,
Facts.
doesn't his dad say, like, I don't even use this quirk. I don't like it.
Yeah, his dad just gave up on it. And he was like, yeah, no. Mario was like, all right, let me just like put extra hours into this because this like Mirio was born. Mirio came out the womb developed by Bethesda, and this man could just glitch to everything. But like he has to go through and make patch notes for himself.
Thanks, bro.
It's not a quirk I would want. I hate when people are like, dude, his quirk's sick because he's, like, so strong.
It's like, no, he's good. No, his quirk isn't good. He's
Bro, he
good.
lost his quirk and was, like, still almost as strong.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
like-
like legit was putting in hands, bro. They even emphasized that Mirio's quirk was trash. Like it was bad.
You would suck if you had this quirk.
Bro, give him Deku's quirk like I was supposed to be, and this dude would be OP as hell.
Facts. Like this man had to learn how to predict people from Night Eye. The man who can like see into the future. This man had to learn how to like that. Like that's like 50% of how powerful he is. Other percent is how hard he trains, and like the 10% is like his quirk.
Yeah. Like you have to be as charismatic as Mirio to have this quirk as well, because literally this dude's clothes keep on falling off.
Yeah,
But
this man can't even walk and be like invulnerable at the same time. And like when he is invulnerable, he doesn't have any of his senses. He just has
That's
to
the
predict where
scariest
he's
part.
going.
It's just not even knowing, like, what
Falls
way
to the
is
floor.
up.
He falls to the floor and pops up somewhere else. He has to like manipulate himself and predict where he's gonna be. Like, all right, that wall is 10 centimeters away. Let me go under for 1.5 seconds. I'll end up right 3 meters behind him. And it's like all this logic and brain damage. I'd rather have blade teeth than this quirk, bro. I would suck with this quirk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, the
actually,
only
no.
thing I would do with this quirk is just, like, walk up to someone, put my hand in their chest and, like, crush their heart. That's, like, that'd be my move.
Oh yeah, and to hit people, he has to phase through them and then unphase his hand while keeping his arm phase.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to like Mirio's a Chad. That's all it is.
Here's a fucking chat, dude.
Oh
The
my
only usefulness I see for this quirk is getting to the bottom floor. It's like, yeah, let me be right back.
Hoping you get to the bottom floor.
It's like you miss it by like a couple like seconds, and you're like in a cave underground. It's like, fuck.
I wonder
I
if that's
mean-
ever happened to him. He's discovered, like, some scary, like, mass grave site underground.
This man's over looking for diamonds.
That'd
Hey,
be
you would
pretty
have
cool.
time to find them. For sure.
We'd send him to Russia and have him scout the uranium mines.
Yep. Alright, so Squid, you're next.
I'm gonna go with Spinner's quirk, which is just that
Ugh.
he looks
That's my
like a
number 3.
lizard and can stick to a wall. But
Hold on, wait. Hold on, I got something for you, bro. That's my number 3. I'm sorry for interrupting, but I'm gonna find out I'm gonna show you something that's actually funny about his quirk. All right, his quirk by the book of Hero Academia.fandom.com. It says Gecko grants Spinner a reptilian appearance and ability to cling onto walls and other surfaces, and that's about it.
yeah, and
It literally says that's about it.
we've seen other characters who can also just walk on wall. Like, walking on walls is usually a side effect of people's quirks. This is his entire quirk.
Like on his character profile, it says Spinner's quirk gives him a lizard-like appearance and abilities. He can stick to walls like a gecko, but not much else. You know how bad your quirk has to be for the description of it to be not much else. Like for your quirk definition is literally disappointment.
Facts, bro. Like at least like some other like mutant based quirks such as Tokiyomi. He has the shadow.
Tokyomi's in the middle. He
Yeah.
just has a bird.
And then like Suyu's like the frog girl. So it's like
I
Spinner
kind of
has
wonder about Tokoyami. Like, did he come out with a bird head? Or did he grow a bird head later on?
Both of his parents have a bird head, so I'm sure he came out with a
He
bird
has
head.
parents?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
that's
he
how he was made.
Did he come out to egg though?
I mean, he still has a body of a person.
True.
He's got a
His
bird
quirk's
head.
sick, dude. I love his quirk.
That's
Yeah.
probably my number 6. But we're not talking about a good quirk. We're talking about bad ones. Spinner sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, there's nothing to his quirk. Like,
I mean, he can stick to walls, which like a million other people can do, just with their otherwise better quirk.
Endeavor can do it. Like, bro.
yeah,
Also,
literally,
when
he'd
is
be a
sticking to
good
walls
control-
even very useful? Like they barely do it because like, when would you stick to a wall?
construction. Or
Yeah, I mean,
paint.
it's like a minor convenience boost to just be like, because here's the thing, right? It's like still just as physically taxing as climbing up. I mean, so it's not like he can climb up the outside of a building unless he's like a mega monster athlete. So he's just like sticking there. He's not necessarily moving around very fast on walls. He's just sticking to them.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he needs to get a second quirk in the future. He cannot be a part of the league with that
Isn't he
quirk.
dead?
No.
No.
Oh,
He's
Yeah.
alive somehow.
I guess I just
Like-
wished he was dead.
They
I
killed him.
mean, a lot is happening with the league, so you never know.
Give my boy Spinner a second quirk.
Dude, it would
Or,
have been cool if Overhaul fused him with like someone else.
That'd be a downgrade for the other person.
He looks good. Well, no, dude, because imagine someone that can't stick to walls now is able to stick to walls, in addition to everything else. And they look like a Ninja Turtle.
Facts. What's next? Squiddy, are you next? Go ahead, Squiddy.
My next one is this is like what my number 2 now is Mustard, because
Oh,
he has sleep gas but is not immune to it, which is atypical of my hero. Most of the time, people are like immune to their own quirks. He is not. So if he gets the slightest little tear in his gas mask, he's just icing himself with his quirk, which is horrible.
I mean, it's still useful, but the fact that he's not.
it's like, you guys watch One Piece?
Yeah.
It's like Django. Like, the man can hypnotize people, but he's not immune to it.
He can hypnotize himself. Bro, it's just like.
I mean, I think you can tell how useless Mustard is by the fact that this dude has to carry a gun. Like, who in My Hero carries a gun?
Bro,
Nobody.
one thing you can say is if you at any point you're like, oh, I need to go to sleep, you could put yourself to sleep.
Yeah, but I think you instantly wake up when the gas wears off, though. So you put
He
yourself to
has, he
sleep.
has anesthesia.
Yeah.
Yo, doesn't Midnight's quirk do the same thing, but she's immune to it? And the only like difference is that it works better on boys and girls, but it still puts them to sleep, and she's immune to it.
Yeah. I mean, the
is
biggest thing is that he's just not immune to his own quirk. That's like, I can't even think of even one other character who gets owned by their own quirk.
Yeah, it's a no. It's a no for sure. My next
Good.
quirk is Ojiro's quirk. The dude has
That's my number one.
the dude has a tail, bro.
What? That's like one of the best quirks.
That's a lie. That's cap. Straight
Think
cap.
about how much better your balance would be.
Bro, I don't care about balance. If I had to live life either with a tail or without a tail, I'm living it without a tail.
What if it was a prehensile tail?
I'm living. Nah, I don't need another tail. Plus, if you have another
tail,
I wouldn't have a tail. It would just make life a lot more annoying having a tail.
I think having like the thing about his quirk is he has like the lame tail. If he had like a sick prehensile tail that was like grabbing
arrow in the
stuff,
tail?
yeah, then we're well. He doesn't really. I mean, he has like a needle. He has Cell's tail, but imagine he's got like a super monkey tail and he can like grab stuff with it. He can hold a gun, a knife, a sword. But his tail does suck.
Yeah.
But what if it didn't?
And the only reason why he's even in the class is because he learned martial arts.
He's in the class because he's like a funny guy.
Funny, useless guy. But yeah, Ojo's quirk sucks. Jet, you're next.
He said my number 2 is Gecko.
Gecko? Which is that?
That's Spinner's quirk, lizard boy.
Oh, Gecko boy. Okay.
So pants. Like, I don't know. Like, I would rather. I don't know. I would rather have the ability to grow balls from my head than to be a lizard.
I mean, he doesn't even gain any of the good if we look at reptiles, their good characteristics are like they heal super fast. They don't need like a lot of food to exist. They're pretty much apex predators for their weight class and venom. He doesn't have any of those. He has like the one. It's like, oh yeah, you stick to a thing. Like we're able to make gecko tape. Like you can make an equivalent of gecko shit, and he just has that.
There's probably equipment that allows you to stick to walls.
Yeah, there literally is gecko tape that can hold. You just press it against the wall and it can hold like 200 pounds of weight. But you can just pull it right off. It's not actually sticky.
Gecko's just, I just can't do it. I mean, we already talked about it. That's my number 2. And since I'm already here, my number 1 was Tail. I mean, he just has a tail.
Dude, you guys are sleeping on the tail.
Bro, the tail is trash, bro. I don't even know why he's in class 1A, for real. Just get him out of here.
Put Kendo in there.
Facts.
Big Hands McGee.
All right, so Squid, your next one.
My number 1, you guys are gonna like it, I think, is Fourth Kind. He just has 4 arms. He's just a normal man, but with 2 extra arms. So he's just really gross.
I mean, it's better than an extra tail.
Why do you keep saying extra tail? Do you have a tail?
No, I don't have a tail.
I'm starting to get concerned here.
I mean, it's better than a tail.
Holding him his tail.
I think it's a tail. To me, is I would rather have over 4 arms.
At least with 4 arms.
Imagine you're boxing, bro. You got 4 arms, bro. You'd be the ultimate boxer.
Yeah, you'd be the ultimate boxer as Deku punches you in your normal body and arms and just breaks
all. He's not allowed to box. He's not allowed to be in the boxing arenas.
So then he's 5%.
This guy, I mean, his quirk is just that he has 2 extra normal arms. That's stupid and dumb, and I don't like it. To me, he is one of the most aesthetically unpleasing characters of all. Like, okay, 4 arms, right? That's like too many arms. RTL, how many arms do you have?
2.
So you have more arms than the average person, but I would argue that you have like the perfect amount.
Wait, what?
I think 2 is the perfect amount of arms.
I think 2 is probably the perfect amount, but you have 2 extra arms, so at the very least you can do like other stuff at the same time with those 2 extra arms. With the tail, what are you gonna do what are you gonna use a tail for?
Hitting people who are
you
behind
can use that with another arm.
You cannot try and hit someone directly behind you with your arm.
Bro, hitting someone
4 arms, you can do it.
Well, no, it'd be cool. See, if he had forward arms and backward arms, now we're talking. I like that. But I feel like 4 arms. I've never been in a situation where I'm like, if only I had 2 more whole ass arms and hands in here right now, this would be much more convenient.
Fair.
Like what? You're gonna choke 4 women at once? 4 kids?
Why do you? I mean, you can.
Being a serial killer is now made much more inconvenient. You can't fit 4 hands on one throat. I rest my case.
I'm just gonna end this conversation right here. I'm just saying, but having one of those quirks, you have to get custom made clothes.
Yeah.
Fact.
And he wears expensive suits that are made more expensive.
It definitely helps that he has a lot of money. But
I don't know how he became a pro hero.
Yeah, wait, what does he do? What are his accomplishments, I wonder? Just being like gross?
for just in turning Kirishima and Tetu, but that's not much of an achievement.
Yeah. All right. I have one. My last quirk here. Some people might like it, but I think it's so stupid. Monetta's quirk. Bro throws sticky balls at people.
I'd rather have balls and a tail.
Yeah, same.
They're-
I mean,
Not just not in order, but yeah,
they're
I still would
ranged
not
at
want-
least. I mean, they're pretty strong, right? They're like
I think he's the only one that can
pretty
unstick him.
Yeah.
Doesn't his head start bleeding if he starts taking out too many sticky balls out of his head?
Yeah, but it's not like life threatening.
But at least they grow back. Unlike with
Yeah.
Ojo and Fortnite, if you cut off their extra limbs, they're gone.
Yeah.
It's really hard to pull your own tail off.
And you're bleeding from your exposed tail hole in your back.
Honestly, his tail is so gross looking. Why did they make it look like that?
Why does it look like a giant veiny arm?
It's like not a cute tail. It's very girthy.
And it's not even like cool. Like it's not cute. It's
What is
not
with the
cool.
weird little patch of hair on it? I hate that tail.
All right, we're not talking about Moneta.
I
Oh,
think he almost made my top 5 best quirks list.
you like sticky balls, bro?
He just
Moneta's a good support hero.
you can't move.
Decent.
Like imagine if Moneta just throws balls all over the floor. You
Yeah.
can't get to him close.
Or sticks you and your boy together. What are you gonna do?
Now you have extra weight on you.
Yeah. You better be really good at those like 3-legged races where they tie your feet together.
I don't
Plus,
want
he can
sticky balls in
climb.
my head.
He can make
He doesn't
like
even need handcuffs really. He just puts he puts both your hands on the ball and puts the ball on the floor. You can't get up.
Imagine he just shoves a bunch of them like in your face. You can't breathe. You're dead.
I feel like most people who are strong enough will be able to get out of it, though. But it would be convenient to
Not
people
even
who
All
suck.
Might could do it.
Okay.
Isn't that actually true? When All Might fought the students, wasn't he trapped by a ball boy with like one of his arms?
In an OVA, they teamed up against All Might and they put all the balls on the wall and he couldn't get up from it.
Yeah, so he's stronger
But it's
than
an
All
OVA.
Might. So he's confirmed 100% stronger than All Might. Next,
Now
user
he's
of
stronger
All
than
for
All Might. Moneta stronger than All Might confirmed.
People are always like, "Oh, Mirio deserves Deku's quirk," but I think Mineta does.
Bro, Moneta strong is gonna save the day.
And Moneta can still build it. Moneta can do what Spinner does, but he's more useful.
Yeah,
That is
another character who can stick to walls and do other stuff.
Imagine your quirk being so bad that you get outclassed by a 3'6" boy with grape growing on his head.
Yeah, do we ever see his parents? Why he's so damn small?
I think it's puberty.
Yeah, he'll grow taller when he grows up.
Isn't he? Is he younger than everyone else? And no one else is like 2'8". Oh, he sus. I don't think he's. I think he's not real.
I think he's not real.
Have you ever seen what's that guy? Jet. What's that guy's name? Superman's guy. What is his name?
Who?
Mr. Is it like Milksy Pitlick or whatever? What's his name?
Oh,
the little guy.
Mr. Mitzi Pixley or something like that.
Yeah,
I know
that's Mineta, but he's just like this. He's actually like a 4th dimensional guy, but he's just bopping around having fun.
Oh, that thing. Yeah.
Yeah. There's one. Batman has one too, but I don't remember his name.
Yeah, it's some
Batmite.
crazy.
That's his name. Batmite.
But yeah, that's about it. Those are the top 5 best quirks and top 5 worst quirks on Kickback Anime Discussions, depended by us. I think for the most part, we can all agree that Ojo and Spinner probably have the 2 worst quirks we've ever seen. And then the best quirk, what would you all say would be the best quirk?
Can I add an honorable mention for worst quirk?
Yeah.
Because we don't technically know all the details of his quirk, but Kenji just has, like, the face of a dog, as far as we know currently. He's the chief of police, but
I'm pretty sure he has, like, hyper senses and, like, better speed.
I don't think he has hyper. I think he just has dog nose.
Dog?
And
Pretty sure it's like dog senses. 'cause
yeah,
you can,
and
like-
dog senses aren't actually that good, contrary to popular belief.
I mean, it's better than human senses,
What
I
if he has
guess.
a short lifespan like a dog?
What?
Like, you know how dogs have short lifespans. What if he has a short lifespan like an actual dog?
Probably does. He's probably the equivalent of a 95-year-old man.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, he's a big
don't-
dog too. Big dogs live even less. Big dogs have like half the lifespan of small dogs.
Rip for sure. But yeah, that's about it. So what's the what do y'all think was the best quirk we talked about?
Overhaul.
Overall quirk?
I'll probably say overclock.
Overclock. I'm still liking Aizawa because overall is losing to Aizawa.
Imagine if overclock, overhaul, and Aizawa combined.
They would beat Shigaraki maybe.
You can't stop it. Not only does he have super speed, he can one hit KO you and keep you from using your quirk.
It's
One
done
guy-
out.
I looked up. Do you guys remember? I think he appeared in the anime for like a second. Like the giant guy. He's got like a weird giant name. All for One's bodyguard. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does he not even have a quirk? I could not
does.
find any information about his quirk.
I
None of
think
his
it's 'cause
quirks.
he's a freaking monster.
I mean, he can like increase his size first, and then like all for one gives him like quirks he doesn't want.
Because he just, as far as I could see when I was researching, he's just like big and strong and fast.
Well, he has like increased like durability and like stamina, because like in the manga he was like fighting the league for like a month straight.
Yeah, and they didn't even really do that much to him after a month.
And he was eating Dobby's flames.
Yeah.
Bro. All right, to close it out, I put a poll on Twitter, which series is better at the moment. Black Clover's winning and it's beating Bleach right now.
Really?
Man, you got some dumbass followers. I'm
Black
just
Clover
saying.
winning 52% to Bleach is 48%.
Wait, which series is better right now?
Yeah, at this moment, which is better?
Well, Bleach, at this moment, Bleach is the same as it's been for a bunch of moments. It's not changing.
Yeah, so Black Clover manga right now, people are saying is 2% better. Like there's a huge debate. Like it's Black Clover and Bleach. There's like a huge thing. Like which is better? It's so close. It's ridiculous.
I don't know how a living being could think that they were even close.
Well, read the manga and you'll find out, Squid.
I've read the manga. There's not even one titty in it.
You said not one titty?
Not even one titty.
Have you seen the spring scene? You know what I'm talking about, Jet?
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, bro. There is a titty.
All right, I know this is kind of random. Best girl in Black Clover, go. Wait, are you best
Mary
girl in-
Leona.
Why is it Mary Leona?
Because she's a badass, bro. I love the badass women in
I don't remember her name, but Noelle's sister.
Nebra.
Is that her name? The one that's like with Asta and whatnot?
Mimosa, that's her cousin.
Mimosa, her cousin?
No. Not like when. Remember when Asta is like beefing with Nozel or whatever his name is, and Noelle's sister is hanging out there? That girl. That's best girl.
Nebra.
Yeah, that's best girl.
A lot of people like Nebra. She's not as bad as her brother. But yeah, badass women all day. Miraku is in MHA. I'll probably say Miraku for sure.
Facts. I mean,
Who
you
is
know,
that?
she's
Is that
best
the
girl.
student, the big three student?
No, that's the bunny girl.
Oh
Midget.
yeah.
You know, Miracle's best girl when her coach has just been drawing pictures of her. It's like continuously.
Yeah, like I expected her to be more prevalent in the story, but she's just not as prevalent as I thought she would be to have such a huge fan base.
Yeah, there's so much art of her. It's like she has her own manga.
Yeah, for real. I'm like, she's only in these few scenes, but there's like a whole like gallery of art with regarding Miraku.
I think it's because normally
I have a
like
whole
the
folder.
women are gross.
Wait, what?
I
So
think
I have
it's
a whole
'cause-
folder of just Miracle fan art.
Did you
Yeah,
make it?
I mean, if you see the Anime Society NSFW page, you can see all that.
Oh shit! All right, let's end this so I can go check that out.
All right. Well, Yeah, this has been Kickback Anime Discussions. Make sure to check, like the video, like the podcast if you're listening to it. Make sure to check out Jet's channel, Squid's channel, and myself, of course. So we'll see you guys next time. We'll start doing it twice a week. I think we're doing one next Wednesday, and it's going to be creating the best shonen. So be in tune for that. And yeah, we'll see you guys later.
Peace out.
Bye bye.